Hey everybody, you're watching We the Fandom, where we discuss comic books, pop culture, and the fandom experience. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more content. How's it going everybody? Jacob here at We the Fandom, and in today's video, I'll be doing my breakdown and review of the second episode of Marvel's What If, a new Marvel Disney Plus show taking us through the multiverse and giving us alternate versions of the MCU films, with this episode being titled, What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart Instead of His Hands? As will be the case with all these episodes, each alternate reality will be narrated by the Watcher, voiced by Jeffrey Wright. And this episode plays out exactly like the title. In this universe, Stephen Strange doesn't lose the use of his hands in the accident. Instead, he had his on-again, off-again girlfriend Christine in the car with him, and she died in the crash. This was the impetus for Strange discovering Kamar-Taj and immersing himself in the study of magic. From there, it pretty much skips most of the Doctor Strange movie, briefly showing him defeat Dormammu, and then shows him sitting in a chair contemplating whether to use the Time Stone to bring Christine back, and this takes place roughly 2 years after the accident. Wong tries to talk him out of it, but Strange decides to try it anyways, and we get a montage of Stephen Strange reliving the moment that Christine died, but each time he tries to change things, but it doesn't really matter. As the Ancient One explains to us, Christine's death is an absolute point in time, meaning that no matter what he does, Strange can't change this moment. And this is a very tragic moment for Strange, that with all his power and all the trials that he's faced, no matter how many times he relives this moment, he can't save the woman he loves. He ends up arguing with the Ancient One and comes to the conclusion that he simply needs more power to accomplish this feat, and to get more power, he needs to find the lost library of Cagliostro. The Ancient One, by the way, was a past version of herself who warned Strange while he was in the past trying to change things. She tells him that if he goes through with this, that it will end this reality, and she blasts him with magical energy, but he's able to escape, transporting himself to a jungle where he meets who I thought was Cagliostro, but ends up being a character named Obeng, who as far as I know is an original character for the show. Obeng leads Strange to the library, and he immediately gets to work trying to figure out how to bring Christine back, realizing that to do so, he needs to absorb the energy of powerful creatures. So he starts summoning all these dark creatures one by one, slowly becoming more powerful until he summons the same tentacle monster from the Captain Carter episode, which I still think might be Shumagorath. He cuts off its tentacles and absorbs them, believing that he is now ready to save Christine. Interestingly enough, Strange actually notices the Watcher watching him and commenting on the situation. But Strange goes to talk to Obeng after absorbing all these creatures, and Obeng has aged a lot and is about to die, revealing that Strange had frozen himself in time for centuries in order to learn and absorb all that power. He also reveals to Strange that there's actually another Doctor Strange out there. This is because when Doctor Strange had fought the Ancient One in the past, she had shot him with a spell that divided him into two timelines existing in the same reality. So you've got the good Doctor Strange, who's still at the Sanctum Sanctorum, and the more powerful one known as Strange Supreme, who has caused reality to start breaking down with his power, which leads to the good Doctor Strange needing to go face him. The actual fight between the two isn't that interesting, as we mostly see the two Doctor Stranges using the same spells that Strange used to fight Thanos in Infinity War. But Strange Supreme manages to absorb the good Doctor Strange and starts to transform into this demonic form, where he then proceeds to resurrect Christine, and is actually successful in doing so. It seems like everything works out, except that Christine immediately starts to freak out when she sees Stephen in this form, and then the universe starts to break down around him. So Strange tries to use his power to hold everything back, but while he is extremely powerful, he can't stop the collapse of the universe. He even pleads with the Watcher to help, but the Watcher tells him that he can't interfere, which is cool. That's the first time in the series that we've seen the Watcher interact with someone in these what-if universes. But Strange manages to create a small cocoon around himself and Christine, but she slowly fades away, leaving Strange in the cocoon all alone. And that's where the episode ends. They don't actually show Strange Supreme die, so we can assume that he ends up joining the multiversal Avengers, which I assume is what this what-if series is trying to set up. But man, was that an amazing episode. The themes of loss, being unable to move on from the past, gaining absolute corrupted power to change things and still losing what you cared about most, all conveyed in 35 minutes. Where has this MCU been? It wasn't overly dark like the DC Extended Universe. This wasn't what if Zack Snyder directed Doctor Strange. This was just a serious take on the Marvel Universe. Not to say that there weren't lighthearted moments and humor, but the humor wasn't there to foil every serious moment. You were allowed to see the emotional and consequential moments through to the end without an ancillary character breaking the immersion with some lame joke. Not to mention that they were able to skip through to the most important parts of the Doctor Strange film in order to get to the new stuff. Something that wasn't done as well with the Captain Carter episode, partially because Captain Captain America the First Avenger already skips around too much, but also because the events of Captain Carter just didn't seem all that important up until the moment where she disappeared. Whereas this 35-minute episode had me more captivated than anything else that has come out in Phase 4. But let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. I'll see you all next time. Bye.